buy a vacuum line and it's impossible. What are you? You are probably exactly what I need. Alright, here we are. Back at the shop, figuring out what we're doing today. Random piece of grooming equipment. Old truck. Hey, good rim. Look at that. Have to 6-bolt too. Have to put that somewhere. Let's get some light on the scene here. What's going on? There we go. All right, gonna start to try to pull a bunch of this stuff out today. Try to tackle steering column. All of that fun stuff. So, what to do first? Let's go. Maybe we'll get some tools organized first. Steering wheel removal. Super difficult in these older pickups. There we go. That'll do that. Nice racing wheel. What are we doing here? What are we doing? We don't know what we're doing. I'm kidding. We have an idea. A rough idea. There we go. This is wiring. And this is kind of untouched wiring, so it's not horrible. Not horrible, says the optimist in me. But I don't know how much of that we're going to use anyway. We'll move on. Oh, I found a second security. Look, the whole thing, it's safe. This isn't going. Look, here we go. There. That's on. Oh, it even pops. Wow. I think this is nicer than my home stereo. And then, look at that, the finishing trim. Let's just take that off. And there must be an eject. There you go. And then you take it grocery shopping with you, apparently. There we go. On to the next bit. Let's go over here under the hood. Few things to pull off here. And then we should be able to get that steering column out. All right, let's get at it. Oh, I'm gonna take the brake booster too. Try to save as many parts of this as we can so we don't need to buy new stuff. So I can only find this huge impact gun. So I did it properly and multiple extensions to a bit that's way too small. So let's take stuff apart. Oh. All right. So in case you're wondering, this is all movie magic. I had loosened up every one of these beforehand. Nuts in there. And they live inside. Perfect. Nice thing about 40-year-old plastic is that it's as supple and easy to use as the day it was new. Also helps if you get both clips apart instead of just one. There. See what I mean? Supple and perfect. Oh, good vacuum line. All right, make sure we hold on to those. There we go. Ooh, use that in my car. Let's save that. Speedometer cable. Hand cam. Let's see. I'm looking at me, so I gotta go this way. New to this camera thing. My lights died, so I am going to use this. This is my favorite. I've used it on everything from cars to bikes to motorcycles to household stuff. It's amazing company. This is definitely not a product placement, although, you know, I wish it was, but I'm not that cool. So it just you know, you put a bit on in places. Smells like bananas. So hey, let's lube these up in case we decide to reuse these too. And it just creeps its way through everything. As a heads up, I have no mechanical ability. I'm really just flying by the seat of my pants here. See a bolt? I'll undo it. Where am I? There's got a big hole. A way too big gun here. There's one gone. Oh, what do you know? Just like that. We'll give her an old shot of... Yeah. Come on. That looks like it wants some. Maybe there. Woo! Shiny! One. Let's give her a tug and see what we got here. Just I'm not clearing what I need to clear. The thing about these bench seat trucks, you can just move the steering column across. Oh, we're crushing stuff across, so you know, don't have to take off the lower section if you're lazy, like I am. Do a little cameo. Let's there we go, cameo. All right. I don't know what it is with these trucks, but always. Did I sweep it all out? I might have swept it all out. Hold on, there's gotta be some down here on the ground. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if you can see that, but they're always full of glass and bullets. Oh, he slipped with the back. And right in. Wait a minute. We better do safety first on this one. Let's make sure before we start cutting wires that the battery's not hooked up. I think we're okay. I'd say. Yeah, we'll say that's all right. Oh, there's a dent to the door. Left-handed, doesn't work for cameras. Ta-da! Wow. I don't think that cross member is too tight. So of course the body mounts are stuck. I mean, why wouldn't they be, right? But I'm not one to normally, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm just gonna, let's just look at this. We had to cut a hole to get at the top of them. So here we go. Here's the truck. There's just a nice little square hole with the piece you can put back in if you want. And what would you look at that right there? How's that for aim? You'd almost think I measured it, but I kind of did. There's the measuring tape. And then I forgot what point I measured to. All in all, good day. We got a ton done. This is looking like it's gonna come apart soon. This one you can see how I butchered it a little worse, but hey, it's still there. Gotta just do the same over here and find our spot. And then we are good to go. We'll have a cab off soon, we hope.
All right, I'm back at it today. Let's take a look and see where Tim has left things for me and what we got to get finished up. What I would love to see done is get the cab and the box off, and we can start working on the frame next week.
And I see that he's left me some junk in the trunk. Might need to move some of that so I can get at the bolts for the box. Another thing people might be wondering is looking at us working on this stuff and it's sitting under our hoist, wondering why we don't have the truck on the hoist. I think that our air compressor is on the fritz, which means that I can't engage the locks or disengage the locks and I don't want to get the truck up and then not be able to get it down. So hopefully we'll get that problem solved soon. All right, here's attempt number 1. Let's hope that this works and we don't have to start cutting stuff because that would suck. 1 broken bolt. That makes me happy. We'll flip on over to the other side and see what we can do, because this guy over here is going to be the one that's the biggest pain in the butt. And I'll just deal with that last. Let's hope we luck out in the same way on this one, although I don't see. Well, we'll see. Yeah, she's stuck in there good. All right, so this next guy feels a little loosey-goosey. So that could either work in our favor or against. Let's give her a whirl and see what goes on. And that would be again. Took a little bit of welding, but I finally got that one out. That only took me an hour longer than what I thought it would. Oh, might have to weld that guy too. I'm gonna let that last bolt soak in tri-flow before I weld that bracket back up again. Also, I don't want to light anything on fire, so Tim mentioned taking off the fuse block, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, just got to get the guys from the inside, and then we should be all set. So there we go. Got ourselves 1 fuse block. Pulled out some snip wires, but for the most part, something good to hold on to. We might put it in the other car, we're not sure, but it is handy to have on hand. So here's our final cab mount bolt that we've got to get pulled out. Sometimes they stick and sometimes they don't. It was holding for a bit when I was underneath, and then it finally let go, so I'm going to just have to throw a bit of weld in there and hope that, much like the other side, I can get this thing broken free. Now that worked out perfectly. A little bit of weld, a little bit of tri-flow, and what was stuck comes right out without breaking. A quick loosening of the lines here. I think this is well worth saving for sure. We're not gonna, we might use it, we might not, but might as well have it on hand. Beats buying one. A little bit of a cleanup, especially the booster itself. It's giant since it was part of the trailering special. And away we go after we take that off. And there we stuck them up. That's what I got at the bottom. That made things way easier. So now we have 1 giant brake and brake booster that we can put over with our parts. I think one of the best ideas before I go any further is to sweep this box out. We already had a little bit of flooring insulation get a bit smoky earlier today, so I'll get this cleaned out and I can get at these other bolts. Luckily there, one's already gone for me. So there we go. Maybe I'll get this guy out of the garage and get the body off out at the farm and actually do today what I thought I might do. All right, so we have the truck loaded back up. You can see it in the mirror there. We're heading back to Doug's to get the cab and the box taken off. I figured that was the easiest, to do it that way instead of messing around downtown. Got my dad with me. Can you wave, Gare? This is me. Thanks again, Doug. As always, you came to the rescue. We couldn't do it without you.
Well, you probably could have. You just would have needed 10 guys and a horse or something.
We're back, everything's loaded in, and we're ready to start pulling stuff off. The plan is to get everything that we can ripped down and... Oh, what are you up to there?
Stealing parts for my car. I don't feel like going out and buying these little brake line mounts. I gotta mount my brake lines today, so We have many projects on the go at once. This one is definitely unique.
So tell them exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay, so we're gonna take 16 inches out of Huzzah, shorten the rear end down so it'll fit underneath the car body better so it doesn't look like a car just sitting on a 4x4 frame. We're gonna try to integrate it the best we can. The nice thing about this is you can really do whatever you want. There's no rules. You're basically left to your imagination and you know where your brain tells you to stop, and thankfully ours doesn't really tell us to stop. Just keep going.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate it. Make sure to click the subscribe button at the bottom if you want to keep up to date on everything that's going on, and we'll have a new video up for you soon.